A lot of people will tell you that a good phony fever is a deadlock, but you get a nervous mother, you could wind up in a doctor's office. That's worse than school.
We're back with that classic scene from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, his iconic checklist on how kids can fake being sick. Well, this morning, we're helping out some parents with a back-to-school guide for checking on your child's actual health, and it can be one of the most important things that you can do at the start of a new school year. So we brought in the expert, NBC News senior medical correspondent, Dr. John Torres is here. Always good to have you, Dr. Torres. So we're putting together our back-to-school health checklist. What should be the first thing on that list?
So the first thing is making sure that you make an appointment to get a school physical, because you want to make sure that their annual exam is done, because now is the time to do it before they go back there. And one of the things is to make sure they get their vaccinations. That's probably one of the most important things, especially with the COVID vaccines that are out there. Booster shots aren't out yet. We're not sure who they're going to recommend it to, but make sure that they're all set up and ready to go. On top of that, you want to look at their growth, their development, how they're doing at this point in time. Now, one thing to remember is, when the doctor's there with you, the doctor might say as a parent, hey, I want you to step out of the room for a minute so I can talk to your child alone. And parents sometimes don't like that. And so if they ask you to step out of the room and you have problems with that, just ask why. And the doctor, I'll explain to you, there are questions I want to ask your child that they won't answer honestly in front of you.
Questions like?
Just questions about are they getting bullied? Are they using drugs? Any sexual type questions.
Got it.
They might not answer honestly in front of you. And as parents, a lot of times parents will say, they tell me everything.
Yeah.
We were kids. Did you tell your parents everything?
No, probably not even half.
No kid does. And what I'll tell the parents too is I'll talk to them a little bit afterwards to let you know what happened.
Dr. John, what if you can't get your kid in before the school year starts? Then what?
So one of the important things is you want to make sure you get that as soon as possible,
okay,
especially with those vaccinations. Make sure you get them, because it does take a couple weeks for them to take effect. And then a big thing, sports physicals.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. You want to make sure that you get the sports physical done, the participation physical they call them, because it's not just sports, it's activities as well. Do that now. Get the paperwork from the school, because that's important. You use their specific paperwork.
Okay. I want to circle back really quickly on what you were talking about, our kids' social and emotional health. You can have all the academics in the world, make sure the backpack's not too heavy, but if your child doesn't feel well emotionally or socially, it can be tough.
It can be very tough, and that's why we wanted to ask you to leave the room so we can talk to them about some of the issues of them growing up. And some of the things, like that kid that last year, the boy or girl that was icky to them, this year might not be icky to them, might be something. And when it comes to mental health especially, you want to start that conversation about bullying. Are they having any kind of issues? And some simple things you can do is ask direct questions about their mental health.
So you think then, let's say after they leave the doctor's office and we're home, or if you want to bring up this conversation at home, I think sometimes it gets a little harder when your kids hit the tween age, because they don't want to talk.
Exactly. It gets harder, and what you want to do is just keep the conversation open. Do lots of listening. That's very important, because sometimes parents want to talk too much. Talk about the expectations for this year, what might go on.
That's good.
Yeah, and do they have any issues at school? Ask them that. Ask them, at the end of the day, what was the best thing today? What was the worst thing today? Yeah. And tell them your own experiences with bullying. It's important that you do that, because it'll let them understand where to come from on that.
Okay, Dr. John, we've talked about the physical exam. We've talked about starting the conversation with our kids. Now we've got make an action plan. Yeah. Tell me about this plan.
So you want to have an action plan, because having a plan helps reduce their stress, because they know what something's going to happen, what's going to go on if something does happen. And let's say they have asthma. Let's say they have a peanut allergy. Talk to them about medicines. Here's a medicine. You're going to carry an EpiPen in your backpack. If you can't find that, the nurse will have an EpiPen at her nurse's station, or nurse's office. Let's show you how to get to that nurse's office. And most importantly, make sure they understand they can ask the question, hey, I need to go see the nurse, because sometimes kids don't want to do that. And then they might have a first aid kit as well in their backpack. And so if they do, teach them how to use first aid kit, particularly how to stop direct bleeding, pressure on the wound, and CPR, the hands-only CPRs. Any kid, any age can learn that.
And just to blend what you were talking about with Chanel, with this action plan, what should parents be talking about now with their kids when it comes to this?
So one thing to talk about is, call 911 if there's any kind of trouble, anything going on. Be the person to call 911, because some people might not call 911. Don't panic in situations like this. Make sure you understand what's going on. And we're also going to have a meeting place for you to go to in case something happens and we all have to meet somewhere other than our house. Or if I need to send somebody to school to pick you up, they're going to have a code word or a code phrase. With my kids, we had a code phrase. If they come pick you up, they're going to know what to say. That's the only person you go with, is that specific person.
Communication is key. Dr. John, thank you so much.
Information.
And one important thing is make sure that parents have time to themselves. Parents need parent time.
Amen to that.
It's very stressful right now.
I like that. Guys, for more on our back-to-school health checklist, be sure to check out today.com. Mr. Roker.
Doc, real quick, I've got a 21-year-old going to be a sophomore. When do we make the transition from a pediatrician
good question.
It's usually around this time frame, and it can be any time. Talk to the pediatrician, talk to your child, because sometimes they might want to go to an adult doctor too.
That's a good question.
Because his pediatrician's retiring this month, so we got to make that transition. Thanks, Doc. Appreciate that. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.